Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome into the GVT show. I'm your host, Victor Hines, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you here with me. So just as the title bar reads, Bayern Munich cruised into the Uefa Champions League final after they defeated our Olympic Lyons on Wednesday night by 3-0. Now what a statement, what a result from the Bavarians and German champions. From Olympic Lyons' perspective, well, no hard feelings, they achieved enough. They knocked out the old lady, they knocked out one of the favorites in Manchester City, and they just went up against a side that was too good, too strong for them, with a lot of quality, and they did their bit. I have to acknowledge the fact that, they entertained us. They made it a semi-final. I was kind of skeptical. I thought that, Bayern Munich are going to come in here and just going to blow them away. Olympic Lyons is just going to sit there and, be like, give them the respect. That too much respect, because we've seen the tendency of smaller clubs when they go up against bigger clubs, giving them too much respect, and that ends up hurting them. However, they had the confidence. They pushed Bayern Munich. They went out there and played what got them to the Uefa Champions League semi-final, and I have to applaud them for that. And they made it a semi-final worth watching. Now we can talk about Olympic Lyons, we can talk about the game, but I have to talk about Bayern Munich because they have just walked through this UEFA Champions League competition. This is their 11th consecutive win in the Champions League this season. They haven't lost since the group stages. Wow, that is just an absolute feat. This just speaks volumes of just how good they are this season, and over that course they have just brushed sides. They've just brushed clubs aside, defeating Tottenham Hotspur by 7-2 over 2 legs, defeating Chelsea by 7-2 over 2 legs, defeating Barcelona, one of the powerhouses in European football, by 8-2. That just speaks volumes of how big and just how good this side are this season, and going up in the UEFA Champions League final up against a worthy opponent in PSG. I have to say that final is going to be fireworks. It's going to be dynamite in that final, and I can't wait for it. Now, let's talk about Olympic Lyons. I have to acknowledge what they did so far in this competition. Their journey comes to an end. However, they have won our hearts. They played some really good football. We've seen players in there that, if it wasn't for this competition, they never would have gotten the recognition they deserve. A player like Awar, a player like I forget his name, but Awar, the standout player. Sorry for that, but Awar has been the standout player for Olympic Lyons over the course of their Champions League run, and I have to say, I heard the name before, watching him play in this Champions League season, but, this season I have to say he is worth the hype. He deserves, he's really underrated, and I think he deserves more, and I think over the course of the next few weeks, he's going to move on to a bigger club. I've already seen links between him and Manchester City. Now imagine him in Manchester City. Imagine Awar, Kevin De Bruyne, and Phil Foden in that midfield. They are going to tear the Premier League apart next season. Liverpool better be worried, and whoever wants to challenge for the Premier League next season, you better be worried. Now, Olympic Lyons, congratulations for how far you came, but the Champions League journey comes to an end. You try again next season. No, you won't be in the Champions League next season. Oh, well, good luck, hard luck. But you know what? They had a really good Champions League run, and they shouldn't feel too bad about it. So congratulations. Now let's talk about Bayern Munich, German champions, and now UEFA Champions League finalists. They have the opportunity to add on to their trophy collection that they have won already this season. They won the DFB Super Cup, I think it's called, and they won the German Bundesliga as well. Now they have an opportunity to win the Champions League. Now they have to go up against PSG or the opponent. Now it's opinionated, before a game is played, before 90 minutes are up, everyone has their own opinion. But to me, I have this question, I have to ask this question: who can stop Bayern Munich? Now, from my opinion, from my perspective, Bayern Munich is unstoppable, and I think they are the favorites going into the final, and I think they are absolutely going to win this thing. As I say, it's opinionated. Now, Bayern Munich is a side that just has quality all around, from the goalkeeper to the defenders, the midfielders, the strikers, even the bench itself. Bayern Munich has quality all around, and they are a team effort. It's a unit. After Niko Kovac was sacked and Hansi Flick came in, we all thought, nah, it's not going to work out. But they just went on a run in the Bundesliga, and they are on a run in the UEFA Champions League. And this team knows how to play to each other's strengths. You find certain Gnabry playing to Robert Lewandowski's strengths. Robert Lewandowski is playing to Perisic's strengths. You know, they are a team that knows how to play together. They know how to get the best out of each other. And I'm gonna have to give credit to the players, and you have to give credit to the coach as well. Now, talking about Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski has been an absolute beast this season. 55 goals so far, and he is the best player in Europe at the moment. Now, I think we've all known Robert Lewandowski's ability, but in the past, you have to say, you know what, he's lived so much in the shadow of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, and perhaps even Luis Suarez was in the mix. But you know what, I've always thought for a very long time that, you know what, he is up there. He is up there. If he's not, obviously, he's not better than Ronaldo and Messi, but I've always felt that he was better than the rest. You know, people talk about Aguero, talked about Suarez, Neymar, but I thought Robert Lewandowski was always just below Ronaldo and Messi. And you know what, this season, I think this season just speaks volumes for that. You know what, Ronaldo and Messi are in struggling clubs right now. Barcelona and Juventus are struggling, and they've reached the age where, you know what, they're now winding down. You know, they've gone past their peak years, they're now just winding down. So I think Robert Lewandowski now has this opportunity, and he has a supporting cast. Even to compare Robert Lewandowski this season, I can compare him to Ronaldo's season at Real Madrid. You know, that's that period where they won 3 consecutive Uefa Champions League trophies, whereby Ronaldo was the best player in the Real Madrid squad. However, he had a quality supporting cast. You know, he had the likes of Luka Modric, Gareth Bale, Karim Benzema, Toni Kroos, and they all just helped him. You know, they helped him get the best out of Cristiano Ronaldo and shine to the ability and to the potential that he shined during that period. And I think right now, Robert Lewandowski is in a team with a really good supporting cast. You know, players that have hit their peak. Serge Gnabry, Thomas Muller, Joshua Kimmich, Alphonso Davies is coming through, but he already looks like a player born, bred, and already a quality left back. You know, if not the best left back in the world at the moment. So he's surrounded by players who have hit their peak in a quality cast, you know. And so this is why I feel like Bayern Munich are favorites to win this competition. Now, I'm gonna observe something that, you know, is really opinionated. You know, a lot of people will have their own opinions on this, but PSG are a worthy opponent, and they do have a chance. As long as you get to the final, you do have a chance of winning the competition. But PSG, I feel like they have their work cut out. Fine, you have Kylian Mbappe and you have Neymar, but I feel like there's something missing that I really can't point a finger at in the PSG side. And I observed that after they got past RB Leipzig, I saw the celebration. It was like, hold on guys, come on, it's a semi-final, you have a final coming up, fine. It's alright to be excited, but limit your excitement, alright? They celebrated like, you know what, we're winning this thing already. We've won this thing. That's how the celebration was. Take it how you like, but that is what it looked to me, you know? And they felt this excitement, and I read somewhere that, you know what, after the 8-2 thrashing of Barcelona, things were calm in the dressing room in the Bayern camp, you know. They were just, you know, like, alright, we've gone through this, 8-2 thrashing, pretty cool, now we look forward to the next game. Olympically honest, if you watch the first few minutes of that game, we're actually putting Bayern Munich on their toes. They split them open, you know. Kambi had a wonderful chance in the opening minutes, Memphis Depay had a wonderful chance, even in the second half. But you know what, they had a really good keeper. Bayern Munich just weren't faced by that. They were like, okay, fine. They just got going. Serge Gnabry, they have the quality. Bayern Munich has the quality that, you know what, all around the pitch, you know. Serge Gnabry got the ball from the right wing and just took on players and got to the edge of the box and scored a beauty of a goal. If you haven't seen the goal, I'd recommend you go and see. You will not be disappointed, you know. And as the commentator said, I was listening to commentary and it was like, you know what, the game is never over until Robert Lewandowski scored. And Robert Lewandowski is a guy, if you're a defender, you're going to go against Robert Lewandowski, you have to ask yourself, how do I stop this guy? You know, and even if you manage to keep Robert Lewandowski quiet, there is Perisic over here, there is Thomas Muller in the middle, you have Joshua Kimmich, you have Alphonso Davies, you have Leon Goretzka, who has just transformed into one of the best midfielders in the world. You know, they have quality all over the pitch. You know what? I'm going to shut this person down, but this is the person going to come out. And for the case of PSG, you know, fine, they played some good football leading up to the Champions League final, but, you know, shut Neymar down, shut Mbappe down. It's all going to be quiet. Bayern Munich, shut Lewandowski down, Gnabry's going to turn you up. Shut Muller down, Joshua Kimmich is going to take on the reins. It is so hard, and I feel that, you know, they're a quality team, and they are professionals. They are a professional team, you know. Fine, they're all professional teams, PSG and Bayern Munich, but they have this professional feel and sense in that club that I just don't get with PSG, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, well, that's as much as I can try to explain it. If you do, then you know what I'm saying, you know. Bayern Munich look like they are down to business. Even after this game, you know, there wasn't that much hype that, oh my gosh, we've gotten to the final. Well, no, they're like, fine, we've got to the final. Let's get on now. Now we have the biggest task that we have. And that just shows that, you know what, they've experienced it. You know, they've experienced that winning time. They've been in that position several times. You just don't go on and win all those Bundesliga titles. Absolutely not. No. And, you know, even this season, it looked like it was going to be the end. But with the professionalism and the talent and the quality, they just rose above expectation and, you know, won the league again. So I have to say, Bayern Munich are unbeatable, and they are my favorites to win this Uefa Champions League trophy. Now, the final is set. PSG up against Bayern Munich on Sunday. It's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be done, man. I can't wait for that one. Please, if you're watching this, then in the comments below, please tell me what your predictions are for that game. For me, it's gonna be a win for Bayern Munich. I'm not gonna come out with this scoreline because, you know, they're both high-scoring teams. I feel like there's gonna be plenty of goals in it, but Bayern Munich are gonna win the UEFA Champions League trophy. I don't wanna jinx it, but that's what I feel like. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, smash the subscribe button. This is where I'm gonna end for now, and I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Victor Hines. See you next time.